You have a massive project due on Friday. You know it's important. You know you need to start. But suddenly, you find yourself completely, utterly fascinated by the urgent need to clean your kitchen grout, or alphabetize your spice rack. Or maybe you just fall into a 3-hour YouTube rabbit hole, watching videos about, well, videos exactly like this one. You know deep down that this is bad for you. You know it will only lead to more stress, more panic, and a frantic caffeine-fueled all-nighter. So why? Why does it feel so good in the moment? This isn't a simple case of being lazy. What you're feeling is a powerful, ancient, and predictable biological trap. It's not a moral failing, it's a brain malfunction. And today, we're going to explain the science of that good feeling and exactly how to escape the loop. To understand why procrastination feels like a reward, you first have to understand what it's a relief from. Your brain, in many ways, is still a primitive survival machine. It's built to do two simple things: avoid pain and seek pleasure. When you look at that big, complex project, your brain doesn't just see work. It might see stress, or boredom, or difficulty. It might even trigger a deep, quiet fear of failure. To your ancient limbic system, all of those negative feelings, stress, boredom, fear, are registered as one simple thing: pain. And your brain's #1 job is to make the pain stop. So, what do? You switch tasks. You put down the difficult project and pick up your phone. You check social media. You watch a cute cat video. And in that instant, something magical happens. The pain, that feeling of stress or dread, vanishes. It's gone. You've successfully avoided the threat. And this is the critical moment. As a reward for saving you from this pain, your brain releases a flood of a powerful neurotransmitter, dopamine. This is the feel-good chemical. It's the same chemical you get from eating delicious food, winning a game, or getting a text from someone you like. It is a powerful, intoxicating reward. Your brain, in its infinite wisdom, has just learned a critical lesson. When we felt stressed, we looked at Instagram, and the stress went away. That was a great solution. We should do that again next time. Your brain doesn't care about your Friday deadline. It doesn't understand long-term consequences. It only knows that it had an immediate problem, a negative feeling, and it successfully solved it. You didn't just procrastinate, you rewarded yourself for procrastinating. To make this clearer, let's picture your brain as being run by two different characters. In the control room, you have the rational decision maker. This is your prefrontal cortex, or PFC. This is the adult brain. It's the part of you that makes plans, understands future consequences, and sets alarms. Your PFC is the part of you that bought the healthy groceries and wants to finish the project. But also in the room is the instant gratification monkey. This is your limbic system. This is one of the oldest, most primitive parts of your brain. It's entirely emotional. It's automatic. And it has only one rule: how do I feel right now? It wants pleasure, and it wants it now. It wants to avoid pain, and it wants to avoid it now. Most of the time, the rational decision maker has the steering wheel. It guides you through your day, making logical choices. But the moment you face a task that triggers a negative emotion, the second your PFC says, "Okay, time to do that stressful project," the instant gratification monkey panics. It sees the pain on the horizon, and it starts screaming, "No, That's scary, that's boring, that's hard. I have a better idea. Let's check the fridge. Let's see what's on Twitter. Procrastination is what happens when your rational decision maker, your advanced human brain, gets hijacked. The monkey grabs the steering wheel, yanks the emergency brake on your productivity, and steers you directly into the dopamine zone of easy, pleasant, and utterly useless activities. The good feeling you get? That's the feeling of the monkey winning. It's the feeling of your primitive brain getting exactly what it wants: immediate, effortless pleasure. But here's a deeper question. If we know the monkey is driving us off a cliff, why do we let it? Because very often, we're not just delaying a task, we're delaying a feeling. Procrastination, at its core, is a deeply human attempt at emotional regulation. It's a coping mechanism. The problem is, it's a very bad one. Ask yourself, the next time you procrastinate, what is the real feeling you are avoiding? For many, it's a fear of failure. You think, this project is a chance to prove myself. But what if I try my best and it's just not good enough? That's terrifying. So your brain creates a brilliant excuse. If you start at 3 a.m. on Friday, you can tell yourself, well, of course it wasn't my best work. I only had a few hours. You have protected yourself. You haven't failed, you just ran out of time. For others, it's a fear of success. This one sounds strange, but it's real. If I do an amazing job on this, people will expect this from me all the time. The bar will be permanently higher. Or maybe the task just feels overwhelming. You look at the mountain and you're so paralyzed by the size of it, you can't even figure out how to take the first step. In all these cases, that good feeling of procrastination is a temporary anesthetic. It's a numbing agent for the anxiety, the fear, and the self-doubt. It's a brief, wonderful holiday from your own high expectations. Now, if you're finding this breakdown of your own brain helpful, it's probably a good time to subscribe to the channel. We release videos every week that dive deep into psychology, productivity, and the science of how to become a better, more effective human. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. But the holiday doesn't last. The anesthetic wears off, and this is where the trap slams shut. This is the procrastination loop, and it's what keeps you stuck. It has 5 stages. Step 1, the trigger. You have a task you need to do, and it causes a negative feeling: stress, boredom. Step 2, avoidance and the reward. You procrastinate. You do something easy. Your brain releases dopamine. You feel immediate, blissful relief. This is the high. Step 3, the hangover. The relief fades. The music stops. You look at the clock. Hours have passed. Step 4, guilt and anxiety. The deadline is now closer. The project is still there, but now a new, toxic feeling joins the party: guilt. You feel ashamed. You feel weak. Why did I do that? What is wrong with me? And step 5, the loop. And here is the truly cruel twist. You now feel worse than you did before. You feel stressed about the project, and you feel guilty about procrastinating. To escape this new, stronger negative feeling, what does your brain crave? Another hit of dopamine, another escape. So you dive back into procrastination, not for pleasure this time, but just to escape the crushing weight of your own guilt. The cycle repeats, spinning faster and faster, until the sheer panic of the deadline finally becomes the only thing strong enough to break the spell. So how do you get out? If your brain is wired to do this, are you doomed? No. You cannot outwill your biology. You can't just try harder, but you can be smarter. You have to rewire the reward system. Strategy 1. The 2-minute rule. The instant gratification monkey hates starting. The pain is all front-loaded. So make the task so small that the monkey doesn't even notice. Don't write the report, just open the document. Don't clean the kitchen, just put one dish in the dishwasher. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. What you'll find is that starting is the hardest part. Once you're in motion, the rational decision maker takes the wheel back. Strategy 2. Chunking. If you're avoiding a task because it's overwhelming, it's because you're looking at the whole mountain. Break it down. Write a 20-page report is terrifying. But step 1, write 5 bullet points for an outline, is easy. Your brain can handle that. It's not one big task, it's 10 very small, manageable ones. Strategy 3. Forgive yourself. This is the most important one. Guilt is the fuel for the procrastination loop. When you realize you've been procrastinating, don't beat yourself up. That's just a new pain for the monkey to avoid. Acknowledge it. I did it again. That's a very human thing to do. Studies on self-compassion show that forgiving yourself for procrastinating makes you less likely to do it in the future. Strategy 4. Engineer your own rewards. Your brain is going to get its dopamine one way or another, so make a deal with it. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work with focus for 25 minutes, then promise your brain a 5-minute reward. Let it check social media. Let it watch a video. You're not fighting the impulse, you're scheduling it. You're training the monkey that the reward comes after the work, not instead of it. Procrastination isn't a sign of laziness, it's the symptom of a deeper battle. It's your ancient, impulsive brain getting a short-term win by rewarding you as dopamine for avoiding a negative feeling. It's a biological mismatch in a modern world full of deadlines and abstract goals. Stop seeing it as a character flaw. See it for what it is, a habit loop, a reward system that has been hijacked. By understanding why your brain loves to procrastinate, you can finally stop fighting yourself and start working with yourself. You can forgive the past, break the task down, and just begin. So, what task have you been putting off? Think about it. Now, think of the one tiny 2-minute step you can take right now to get started. Let us know in the comments what that first step is.